The Jewish law prohibits erecting monuments. It is usually explained that since Judaism forbids idol worship, we don't build sculptures to eliminate even the possibility of idolatry. But this explanation is rather strange. I grew up in Leningrad, a city with probably the most monuments in the world. I never saw anyone praying to one of them. Are we really afraid that someone will deify a sculpture of an army general or a political leader? Current events in the US and other countries vividly illustrate the answer to this question. Every person, even the greatest one, has good sides and bad sides. But whenever we build a monument, we commemorate the whole person. What sides of him do we glorify and what sides do we condemn? A monument cannot indicate that. A great president might be a slave owner, and for some, his statue will be a depiction of the oppressor of their ancestors. Only saints don't have flaws. If we would believe in saints, we would be able to build them monuments. But to say that a person is a saint is idolatry. We must understand that people are not idols and have flaws. By erecting a monument, we always create a sculpture to a person who also did bad things. And this is why Judaism forbids building monuments. Therefore, the fact that monuments insult some people is not surprising. Every monument, without an exception, will be unpleasant to some. The sculpture of George Washington would be humiliating for the British. A monument to Suvorov is insulting to the Turkish people. By the way, the Jewish law permits making a sculpture depicting an incomplete figure of a person, specifically to symbolize that a person is not perfect. So, okay, we understand that Judaism forbids making monuments. But in the Western world today, sculptures are on every corner. They were not built by us, but they were already built. What's now? Many of these monuments depict big anti-Semites. A large number of them have a lot of Jewish blood on their hands. In Kiev stands a monument to Bogdan Khmelnytsky, who killed 1/3 of European Jewry. Tsar Nikolai's decrees killed countless Jews and forcibly baptized many more. I'm not even talking about the world-famous authors like Dostoevsky, who wrote "Dirty Jews Ruin Russia." So do we, Jews, demand that these monuments would be demolished? In fact, if we insist on the destruction of statues of anti-Semites, then probably 90% of all sculptures in the world would have to be taken down. None of the architectural complexes in Europe would survive intact. Half of the cities and streets in the world would have to be renamed. But we Jews have a different way of fighting anti-Semitism. The Brandenburg Gate, the site of the famous Nazi procession celebrating Hitler's power. Photographs of the Führers passing through those gates adorned with swastikas are known to everybody. Today, the photographs of lighting of Hanukkah menorah at the Brandenburg Gate have become no less famous. You can see the pictures of reading of Megillat Esther on Purim by a rabbi standing on top of the throne of Saddam Hussein, who wanted to destroy Israel. At the gates of Auschwitz, you will see Jewish men putting on tefillin as a statement to all those who wanted to burn the Jews in the ovens of that camp. If we would have demanded that the monuments to anti-Semitism be destroyed, we would not have the opportunity to perform all these acts of defiance in front of them. We come to monuments to anti-Semites, and before their eyes we perform Jewish rituals, the symbols of Jewish life. This is the strongest proof that all of their efforts were for naught. We fight anti-Semitism not through the destruction of monuments to anti-Semites, but through the continuation of Jewish life and Jewish observances right in front of them, in their faces.